Hey guys, you clicked on this video wanting to know how to become a pro like me. Well, you're in luck. Unlike my first video on this topic, this one will be more in-depth and helpful. So watch the full video. So there are many criteria you need to fill to become a pro. You need good aim, settings, device, reaction speed, knowledge, and team skills. So I'm going to share with you ways to get or improve these skills. Aim is a pretty obvious one when it comes to skills, and it is also the easiest to improve. There's one thing that stops you from aiming well, and that is recoil. But there's a magical solution, and that is recoil control. For some of you who don't know, recoil is merely the reaction of the gun to an expression of energy created in the barrel and expelled from the muzzle. And in English, gun shoots, aim go higher. Anyways, how to control recoil. An important thing to remember is there is different recoil patterns for each weapon. There are two ways to get used to all the gun recoils. One of them is just to play deathmatch after deathmatch. Another way is to make a custom room against bots and just go crazy on them. Another thing that needs to be mastered is reaction speed. Reaction speed is the time taken from when you spot the enemy and the time you start shooting at them. You want this time to be as short as possible. The reason is, longer it takes to kill them, the more time they have to kill you. So it's a no-brainer to have good reaction speed, and I'm going to tell you ways to improve it. Hands down, the best way to improve reaction speed is joining or hosting a 1 HP server. Here are the settings I recommend using. Then just play and practice flicks. A good device is crucial to become a top-tier player. I don't know if you have noticed, but all the pro players, such as Vapex, Safari, and Falcom, all have an iPad or tablet with 120 FPS. So if you really enjoy critical ops and you have money, it would be worth getting a new device. Because having less than 4 GB of RAM and 60 FPS makes it difficult to climb the ranks. I remember that at the start of 2022, I was hard stuck gold, until I bought a new device with 6 GB of RAM and 120 FPS. I then reached diamond within 1 month. Also, if you don't use headphones in ranked competitive, you should. Being able to hear the enemy's footsteps is incredible OP. Good settings is another important thing to have. When it comes to settings, people usually copy popular YouTuber settings, which is fine if you play well and think it's comfortable, but if not, change it to something more comfortable. But I highly recommend changing these two settings. The first one is turning off dynamic crosshair. What this does is keeps the size of your crosshair the same. The second thing is turning the size of your crosshair down. This helps with one taps. Knowledge is split up into 3 categories: maps, guns, and wallbangs. Getting knowledge on all the maps is super important. Knowing camping spots and small things like this can be super helpful. But you learn all this stuff from playing. But there's something I can give you now to help, and that's all the call-outs that you see on screen. These are super useful for fast communication between teammates. Be sure to learn them all. Knowing how to use every gun in the game is really important. Imagine this. You are AFK, and you all of a sudden come back, your whole team has died. And it's a 1v1, you only have a P250, you manage to find AR-15 on the ground, but you have almost never used this gun, so you keep your P250. AR-15 is definitely better, but you don't know how to use it. If you just spent the time beforehand getting used to it, you would have a higher chance of winning that fight. Lastly, wallbangs. There are hundreds of wallbangs on critical ops, like the one mid on the map raid. If you learn them all, you can get free kills like this. If you didn't know this already, critical ops is a team game, so teamwork goes super far. Make sure you aren't baiting your teammates. Watch full ranked YouTube video to see how well teammates work together in higher ranks, and take notes. So that's everything. Just remember, if you want to climb the ranks, practice makes perfect. Love you guys, thanks for all the support on my videos lately. I hope you find them helpful.